John Edwards. So that's going to be the same thing, I hope. You know, who do you know in Iowa where there's a difficult legislator or a Democrat not so winning?
And again, those...
Asking them to family to be pressured on TV.
Right. And they'll be able to, you know, we're going to have an organizer here in the 8th Congressional District. And you're absolutely right, Ellie. He's not going to be that focused on making Chris Van Hollen a good liberal. We've got him. But what he is going to do, you know, we'll see phone banks again cropping up to call into other districts to encourage, you know, those people to get active and to help those less Democratic and very Republican districts that we have all over the country. So yeah, absolutely, we'll have that coming out. On the stats, Sure was right. We had 1 in 10 calls made during the final 5 days of the campaign. The GOTV period was made out of Maryland. At some point on Monday, yes, on Monday afternoon, Maryland was making 1,000 calls every 10 minutes. We made 750,000 calls in the final 5 days. And the thing I'm most proud of is every state that Maryland called. We called 9 states, and Brock won all 9. So we will happily take credit for all 9 of those states here in Maryland.
In the Arizona example, can you put some numbers? How many people were asked to give blood, and how many pints did they get?
Okay, the question was about the Arizona example. Can I give numbers? I don't know the actual numbers. They took a sample. They didn't do everybody in Arizona.
Yeah.
They didn't want this really to be publicized. It was sort of an under the radar. They did a targeted, a random sample, and they targeted them. But the response rate was 28%. Which, you know, when the Red Cross does, I saw a number when the Red Cross does their robocalls, or when they call through it and say, please give blood, it's like 9%.
Yeah.
So Barack Obama can get blood better than the Red Cross, which I think is telling. And a lot of people complained that when he was continued asking for money, he was just trying to draw more blood out of you, too.
Jason, I have a question about how the new technology changes the way we do our work in the precinct organizations that kind of have been here forever. Like you, I'm a precinct official, and it works sort of, but it doesn't really bring in new voters and younger voters and busy people. So how do we bring what's now happened and made possible at a national level down to our neighborhoods and our precincts? And how do we use it to really do a good job, not only at the national level, but at the state and also Montgomery County level?
That's a great question. The question was, how do we use this new technology on the local precinct district level? And I think one of the things we have to do is start to identify, you know, I can recite half the precincts in Montgomery County and tell you where they vote, but most people can't. I've got that much time on my hands now. The campaign's over. But I think what we'll need to do is set up this thing. You know, Obama people didn't identify themselves as a District 17 voter for Barack Obama. As we mentioned, you know, you were a biodiesel voter for Barack Obama.
Well, that was actually open source, economic, energy, renewable energy, and voting system.
Right. But that's what we need to do. We need to. I think we need to develop email lists within each district, within each legislative district that are controlled not by candidates but by the MCDCC. And I think they've got to be, you know, it can't just be asking for money for MCDCC. It can't just be, you know, come out to our holiday party. I think it's got to be, you know what? I think we have to pull in this nonpartisan thing as well, and just get, you know, there are thousands of Democrats in District 17, and you know, to get them to sign up online to just get updates. Whether it's, you know, Congressman Van Hollen is going to be doing this for federal workers, you know, a seminar. We're going to have. What's that?
He has a list that when he does certain things, he sends
absolutely.
out.
No, absolutely, but on
your
the
point,
level, I think you need to.
Jason is saying it's the way you organize it, and it's the way you pitch your message.
No, I understand. But it has to be more than just sending out an email when he's going to be at such.
No, absolutely. No, I think it needs to be. You know, with the way that Obama was successful was that they created those mini communities within the campaign, and I think what we have to do is I get Van Hollen's emails, I get Edwards' emails, I get Leggett's emails, I get all the candidates' emails, but I'd love to get just a Rockville Democrats email. Just something that has local things here going on, and it doesn't have to be, Democrat specific. It can just be, the Rockville's having the Chili Fest. The Dems are going to be there. Stop by the table. And I know that we do that, and candidates do that, but we definitely have not gone out to the masses and signed up beyond the party faithful. Just the casual voters, the people who, we need to encourage to vote more, and we need to get more involved in the process. Yes, sir.
Have a good day. Would you relay the operation that you